With street art, it's about identifying yourself within the problem. I think many people are trying to often take a journey into self-discovery of what they're willing to say or how far they're willing to go. All the time you're developing a clearer language for communication, because you don't have a film, you don't have a book, you have one shot, one image that needs to tell a full story. So in developing that, you must work, maybe months, developing the story, trying to slim down all the things. And then it's not like a gallery artist, because there they've got maybe months to sit and work. Our time limit when you put a work out, if it even for someone doing mural art and have a few days to do it, they still can't quite explain everything. They don't fit it into that small space. So for people who are doing street art and have to keep the time limit down to maybe an hour maximum, you know. Some people done in, I like to be done in maybe 10-15 minutes. Others I know work 3-4 hours illegally and they manage to do it. But it's about how much preparation before, how much organizing, how to put all of your work in place, and to see that you're going to get the best out of that time you're there. Quite often you won't go back to do more work on it because you won't take a chance. So Bergen as a city right now is I think, it is a personal opinion, but I think it's one of the most evolved cities when it comes especially to graffiti. We've had a free wall, which means a wall you can paint any day, any time, any night, and no one will bother you, you know, for many years. And this has allowed a lot of artists to practice and develop their skills and become something more than themselves, you know. And I think for any inner city living, this is an important thing to have, you know. This brings community around the artist, this brings an identity to it. How that freedom gets lost. We're embraced in many ways here, but I can see that stepping outside of the standard boundaries of your society, possibly Egypt, that would be tantamount to treason within your country. It would put you in prison. It would choose this for you. So I honestly wish I could explain this more, but like I said about Bahia Shabab, when she did her lecture during the Arab Spring and discussed what was going on the street, this was frightening for us. Most people within that lecture were crying because they couldn't believe that life could become so intimidating, so impossible. No, I honestly couldn't give you an answer for it, because I'm living in a society that allows me to have more freedom within this. Even though, even being caught here, it doesn't become a bigger deal than money, you know. It doesn't take more away from me than that, and that is hard. We're artists. We'll get broke, but it's not taking my freedom away. I'll still go back and do it again. It doesn't stop that. The works I've developed lately would be maybe The Traveler, being a very strong piece of work. It's based around people who are nomadic, people who have lost their identity, who have not been seen anymore. So the image in itself is of a woman from Nepal during the earthquake. I found a photograph. She was carrying a backpack, but I extended the image more and more and more until I developed my own story. And I think what I was trying to say with it is that you carry, if we can view people carrying their entire culture on their back, their city, their identity, their people, their motivations, their loves, all in one place. If we could honestly see people like that, rather than seeing them as struggling or losing things or having so much pity, we would embrace them easier. And it's about just opening your eyes a bit more to view somebody. Take 5 minutes to have a conversation, and I think you would change your view. I think if you want to choose a method of supporting street art, then it will be by allowing people to paint on your home. It's that simple. If you as an individual want to support street art, then say something. Find a wall, write something important for you, that moment where you feel something inside that can't stay inside anymore. Say it. Come out and say it. Use a moment. You don't need much. Just the words written very quickly will make the same impact as a 20-meter mural on a wall. It is about having this honesty to share with people. It's about as much as we can offer each other, really. We can't afford the luxury of how journalists view us. We are not fans of authority. I think, buying street art pictures is fine. You can do that. You can go to a gallery and support an individual if you feel like that's how you want to support them. That helps for some. But the reality is that you need to sort of get active yourself. Share your truth. And I think the moment you believe people need to like you and need to hit this button to identify who you are, then you've lost the point of what you're meant to be. I think search for a goal in life, but create small goals first. You don't need to be the best at something. Just create and choose a path that can start you on that. You can be terrible at it. That's the best piece of advice I have for any young person. Be bad at something until you become good at it. Work hard, work long, use many hours to develop a skill and to believe in yourself. Once you've come to that point, once you start to offer it to people where you're truly genuine to your work, then I think people will see you and you will be seen in turn sharing something of yourself.